Hello everyone, welcome back to Techopolis. So, last episode we managed to get all of Mechanism, well, all the gubbins from Mechanism, all of those sort of automated. Pretty decent system, I think. This episode I was gonna, oh you can see it if I shift, I was gonna do a pattern for flux dust so we can get into the flux mod. Flux Networks, I think it's called. And I realised I don't have any room in the single pulverizer. And I did say between episodes that I would go off and make the pulverizer setup. But instead, I had a thought that I thought could be a little bit, well, I could say power, basically. A little tiny bit of power. I think it's 15 RF times 5, whatever that is. So yeah, anyway, it could save that amount of power, and I will show you what I mean by that. So first off, we are going to get the pulverizers, and I have a few. I think these have got power in them, whereas these don't. And then we also need something to power this, so let's go with let's type dynamo. Okay, we've only got magmatics right now, so okay, we're going to use some magmatics. And we're going to use 7 because did I ever set up the pulverizer? I did. Oh, hey. So I'm going to get this to go off and make us another pulverizer because we kind of need one more. Oh yeah, this is making the redstone flux coil thingy. I might move these as well because they're kind of in the way. I don't know. It's actually quite a nice, like, little walkway area. Anyway, yeah, I'm just waiting for a pulverizer to come in, and then what we'll do is actually, whilst we wait, let's just like decide to set up stuff. I've kind of been using this side as the area that we wanted, so I'm going to set 5 up here. No, not like that. Let's do something like that, and then we pick this one up. Put this one here. So that's going to be one here, and so on and so on. We're missing one here. But yeah, basically what I'm thinking is I'm going to have a crafter right here. So in fact we can remove this. And the crafter is going to be pointing up. Yeah, that would work, yeah. So the crafter is going to be pointing up. And then what we're going to do is along here, we might have to wrap it around the corners, which, I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Right here, along here, we'll have a pipe, and we'll have a chest right here. So the crafter will push all the bits into the chests. And because there's going to be 7 of them, I can set up 7 recipes. So, for example, if we fly over here, we've got the recipe. That's not it, that one. We've got the recipes for the oak logs, and then all of these patterns. And these 2 I'll leave in here. So in fact I'll do something like that. And then these ones, yeah, these ones here, I'll put in the crafter over in this. Oh, actually I should set a crafter going as well, because I'm not sure I've got one free. Oh, we got that one now. Crafter. Oh, we got loads. Perfect. Yeah. So I'll show you what I mean by this. So we can set it up just like that. That's pointing up. Let's get us a chest as well. Or I've been using these crates just because I think they look kind of cool with the crafters. Crate. I don't actually have a setup for treated wood right now, actually, so I shouldn't really be using these, but it's okay. We'll build that setup again at some point. Then it's just a logistical transporter, I think, at that point. Obviously they won't connect right now because they're not set up. The sides need to be set up for this. Do something like that, and then I can stick the last pulverizer down. Oh, that one. Thank you. And now we kind of need an importer as well, but what we could do is what we've done over here, which is we have an importer on a chest right here, and then we have that linked up. I think that would be messy as heck, but I mean, I'm okay with that. You guys might not be, but I'm okay with that. Right, let's do the configuration. So back is that one, and I'm not sure I need to put these on because they'll automatically be fed. Yeah. So we can do something like this. I'm also going to put the Fluix dust in here as well, so like that. What else do we need other than another chest? Oh, we need the ones on top. So if I do that, I know they'll connect. But that is okay because we can always do one of those. Do one of those. Oh, yeah, we need to set these to output out the top. Oh, I need to wrench these as well, I think. I don't think you can... If you do the auto push and pull, it doesn't push into these cables, I don't think, these transporters. But I need another chest right there. And an importer. Chest... No, wait, great, we've got one right here. And importer, thank you very much. You already had an improved processor, so you should be fine. Take a little... Yeah, it's doing its thing over there. Hey, you can throw nothing. Just punch the air. Nice. So, once that one's done, which it should be any minute, this is sped up, so... Yeah, look how quick that goes now. I still kind of want to do one of these setups for each of the 3 that we've got. But, yeah, we'll do that another time as well. So, we got our importer. Hopefully got a bunch of cables in here. I do. I've got importers on me. Brilliant. Amazing. And then we kind of just need to hook into this. We can hook in over here, though. Ooh, we might be able to do it down here somewhere. Oh, maybe. Eh. I'm not going to do an exporter for these either. I'll use an ender tank. I'm basically trying to cut down on the amount of like stuff that I use that requires power, because right now we aren't making a ton of power. I mean, we're making power as we go, and to be fair, I am making flux now, aren't I? That's the whole point of this episode, is getting to the flux. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm trying to say with this, which is I'm gonna grab all of these, run over here. Oh, it's not. Well, I can access it right here. Chuck all of these in. Did I ever wrench this one? Oh, I did. Nice. I think I might have to wrench these ones. Might try it. Let's just give it a go first. Oh, yeah, I also need a tank. I think getting flux up and running and wireless like crafting and stuff would be ideal. So we are here for a tank. And I've got a bunch of pipes on me, so we can just use these and the pipes. probably... Yeah, tell you what, I'm just going to stand up here because you can mine quicker when you're not flying. There we go. Stick the tank right in the middle. And that one goes on. That one has full power anyway. I think that was one of the... Or maybe it doesn't. Wait. Yeah, it was one of those that had full power. We also need one of these. Transporters? No, not transporters. Where's my pipes? Mechanical pipes, there you go. How am I going to get it over to this one? Yeah, that'll do it. Beautiful. Right. I must have lost a couple of cobble, but that's fine. We can leave these like this for now. And I think everything is set up. Let's request one of those crystalline dust, because they're the ones that take ages. There you go. So there's 3 of them. Oh, it does 2 at a time. I forgot it did this. There you go. There's the 6 all turned on at the same time. I will need to... I'm going to put in the upgrades for all of these so they're ridiculously quick. Because but that's a lot of power. That's going to be a lot of lava as well. Might need to upgrade my lava setup. But saying that, power is just round the corner. So maybe I don't need to do that. And I think once we got flux, we don't really even need these, and we could just run it off of the actual universal cable. Oh, that's a point as well. Now we've got the all of this set up, we can upgrade our cable, and we can upgrade these as well. Ooh, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, these don't output out the top, so I'm gonna have to do something like this. And then the last one is this one, and I have to tell you to output properly, don't I? Yeah, there we go. That'll go in our system, so that should make us the crystalline, or it should be in the process. Yeah, it's doing it in one of these machines. This one? Or is it this one? Oh, it's a resource combiner 1, right? This one here. There you go. Wonderful. Sweet. Right, so that is now Flux dust. So that should have made us some stuff, and it is now, it's made us the teleportation cores, and it is this one in the middle here. Pushed out the top, probably got put in our system, so that is, we've made some Flux dust. That's not a quest yet. Why is that not a quest yet? Did I just skip a bunch? Sounds like something I'd do. Mechanism, we've done basically all of that. Did I not grab the teleportation core? I don't think I did. Ah. Let's make one of these. Ah, yeah, about that. That's going to go off and do it over here. Oh well, that'll do us. Why is that not a quest? I think I skipped way too many steps. Okay, it wants us to do... I'm guessing the Osmium Compressor, which wants us to make this. Okay. What was it again? This thing. Right. Have we not taught this yet? Control. I did teach that. That might actually require, unless we had some advanced already. We did not. So it's going to have to go off and create all of the advanced. Oh, I can see it up here. Right. Oh, and it needs to make all the steel itself. Oh, okay. It's going to take a little while. Anyway, I'll wait for this to be done, and then when it is done, I'll be back so we can catch us, you know, completing the quest together. And there we go. We got that. That took ages, honestly. Wow. Okay, what else does it... It wants us to make the purification chamber, but it might have unlocked something else. Osmium Compressor. No, it wants us to make 2. Oh. Okay. Well, I have a thing that I want to do whilst that happens. And that is... Oh yeah, that was it. So, almost forgot. It was atomic... No, I want the alloys. So I want one of these, one of these, one of these as well, but it might make 2. Well, it will make 2, yeah, because of how we've set everything up. There you go, it's making 2 there. So I want one of each, and that is because whilst I was, yeah, this is what I ended up doing. Oh, I need to remove this chest, because we don't need this chest now. I don't think we need this. Yeah, because they're all going straight into the draw controller that I put down. This it really shouldn't be here. I should really put this in like its own specific area. I might make the back bit like our random stuff area. This is being hooked into our system via a external storage on a draw controller, and that's got a bunch of this stuff. This is going to fill up. Ooh, I kind of need to put... Oh, I've got 5. Okay, well that's fine. We can do this one, this one, this one. That one. And that one, I suppose. Why not? Getting alright amount of tech bucks right there. But anyway, what I wanted to do is these are... Actually, maybe it's just because they're slow like that. I thought they were slow at like transporting the stuff. What I was going to do is show you... If you've got cables like this, or logistical transporters, sorry. Pipes, yeah. Anyway, if you've got any of those, you can right click on them and it will turn, I think, 9. So that is 7. It's either 9 or it's 8. But anyway, doesn't matter because we've got 7 at the bottom here. And it just makes them a little bit quicker. And you can do that with each of the different types. And now these are like instant. And I was thinking that is why that's happening, is because it goes to the closest first. So this is going to fill up, and then it's going to send to this one for some reason that it wanted to go this way first, but this is not being used. I don't think there's any way around that. Maybe if we put another pipe transporter thingy right here and here, and then we just disconnect it, and then this would feed this, and so on and so on. It's fine. It's fine. Definitely fine. Anyway, that's at least a little bit better. Now we have access to our tech bucks as well. So we can see how many we got. And I'm going to pull all of my tech bucks out. Stick them all back in. Why did you go up there? Strange. Yeah, stick them all back in, and that way all of them are in the drawer now. So I had some in my system. I remember I took some so I could buy something, and yeah. So I may have vamped enough now. Wasn't trying to vamp, I swear, but... So, Osmium Compressor. We can set you to go off and make all of that stuff, and then you just need some buckets. 1 and 2. So now it's just making the steel casing. Oh, I forgot it needed this crystal. Well, I made one of these earlier, didn't I? So that kind of... Hopefully that sped it up a little bit. Oh no, it's doing all of these now. Oh, it has to make the tier 2... Well, it's the Technium advanced stuff. Oh, it's a really involved craft. Yeah, always amazes me whenever I look at crafts like that. All of these are done. Awesome. By the way, this is cobble. Because I could not think of anything else to put down, if I'm honest. I could have used the cobble bricks from Quark. Or Quark, or however you say it. Brick. When did chisel get added? I forgot. Wow, I forgot about this mod, if I'm honest. Ooh, maybe we make a chisel. That could work. Make a chisel and then we can just like do whatever we want down here. Anyway, let's have a look. See if we can make... Oh, no, still going. Oh, yeah. Might take a little while. Is this thing over here doing okay with the steel? Should probably make these. And then one of these. So what was that? That was a... Oh, and I need to upgrade it, apparently. Component. So another one of these components, one of these, and then two of the others. So it was one of these. Three of those. One of these. I know I've got a hardened in there already, but I don't want to stop it, if you know what I mean. I want it to continue going. So that should... This might need an upgrade. Let's upgrade all the things. So there's that one. I think the... Oh yeah, it's got to do all the lead ones as well. And what? Oh yeah, for the integral component, I'm guessing? Yeah. What do we just get more of? Did it... It didn't do that. Okay, it made this one. So that's the power sorted for that, if we upgrade this. And now it should do all the linkage amplifiers, which is a lot of lead. It's going to start losing power, but at least it'll be quicker. Take this out after. Yeah, it is losing power. Oof. Done. But hey. You can put these two in there, and it just takes the top one. It's very strange. Not sure why it does that, but anyway. Whilst we were doing that, it probably finished with the steel casing it did, so we can make ourselves an Osmium Compressor. It wants us to make some refined obsidian, and then an atomic alloy for some reason, and then we can get to the teleportation core. Fair enough. Osmium. Refined obsidian, we've already got 4, so we only need 4 of these. Where's a good place? Probably just here. Let's grab a general magmatic. Such a cheap way of getting power into it. Saying that, I could have put... What the heck is that noise? Blimey, that's very loud. And strange noise. You could put the redstone in there to power it, by the way, which is sometimes like a really good option. Whoa. So I sometimes do that with my metallurgic infusers. If I want to just like completely skip making some sort of weird power stuff, I use the metallurgic infusers. There you go, so that's refined obsidian. Probably need the setup for something else, don't I? Oh well. And then we need the atomic, which we have one of. Okay. Teleportation core. Flux dust. Yay, there we go. Now we got the quests. Oh, that was strange. Also, I'm starving. There you go, got my food back. What were we going to do next? So, we had flux in our heads. In my head, at least. We could make waystones, but what's the point? Can't really go anywhere right now. There is a way of getting to the nether, I believe, but yeah, we're not quite that close to it yet. There is this as well. So if we do... We don't have any of those, but we can make them. So I'm going to make one ender pearl. Oh, blaze powder you can't do, but you can make it out of these ones as well. What's a good way of making the blaze powder? That makes 5. I think that's the best one we found, right? Is the mechanical squeezer. Oh, we can make that now because we've got diamonds. Do we not have any crystallized mineral? Into fire. Where's all the crystallized? I swear we had a bunch of it. Maybe we used it for something. Oh, we probably used it for one of our other bits. What about if I stick you in a pulverizer? For now. At least you get 3 out of that. Okay, pulverizer it is. This probably hurts like a bunch of you seeing me do this, but oh well. At least we progress. That is not a quest. Fair enough. That is painful. But it has to make all of these. Oof. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I really need to set up the thing to do mob spawns, but I haven't looked into it yet, and I probably should. I think that's probably one for next episode, and I'll do some research between episodes and show you what I find. Okay, cool. Right. Whilst that goes off and does its thing, over here it does it now. Yeah, it's doing its thing over there. What can we do in the meantime? So that's trying to get us to flux, but it also needs like all the rest of the stuff. So flux point is actually pretty difficult to make in this pack. Which is pretty good because I go a little bit overboard with flux points, I must admit. This is saying we can get into power now, so oh, we've not set these up yet either. Maybe pulverizer. I kind of want to put it here and here, or even here and here. So the 2 that we need. I don't want to disturb this because it's been chugging away, making us a bunch of sugar. Yeah, we got tons now, which is nice. Okay, in that case, let's have a look at this one. We could probably make this. So that's a fluid grid. That's not what I wanted to click on. This one. That's just a regular grid, and that's probably a crafting grid, right? Yeah. Okay, so I've got a bit of crafting to do. So let me do that, and then we'll be right back. Right, that should be everything we need. And we didn't get the quest. For some reason, again. Where would it be? In here? Oh, that was just for any. Oh well. Well, we made the uber amazing one. How the heck do we charge this? There is this thing, Tinker's Workstation. Let's make it. Why not? Did that do all of them? I think it did. Tinker's Workstation. Yep. There we go. Oh god, now we need to power this. We've been using the magmatics like far too much, so I'm just gonna craft a lapidary because that's the one we've got like the least of, and we've got a little bit of lapis, just a smidge. We are actually running low on coal, kind of running low. It's going down, but then it goes back up. Should really do something with these as well. Anyway, I should have vamped enough again to make another lapidary. We also need a exporter, not an external storage. That might take a second. How do we want to put this? Chuck it here? Yeah, why not? Is that gonna... Yeah, there it is. I know it'll be here soon. So we need to somehow... That'll do it. Lovely. And luckily this is right here, and we can just grab this lapis, wang one of those in, and that is charging the Tinker's table up. We also have the hardened integral that we had previously, so that should at least make this slightly quicker to charge. We can chuck that in. And we should probably set up our keybind for it as well. Wireless. Universal grid. Let's change that to F. Just because that's where F is what I use in my other series. Select search bar is Control F. Oh, okay. I think F's the, yeah, looks like F is the only thing on that, maybe? Oh, and I need to link it. So I did make one of the wireless transmitters as well. I think that's all I need to do. Or do I need to do it on this? Ooh. Ooh. This is the fluid. That's very weird. It's getting things in there. Very strange. Grid. Crafting grid. Oh, that's the crafting grid. There you go. That's what we wanted to see. So now we have a wireless crafting grid. Saying that though, every time we open it, it does use a little bit of power. But we are about to... You can just stick in a curio, so you can use this wherever. We're about to get into Flux, and Flux has the thing that charges your like person, everything in you. So yeah, I think that's kind of all we got for this episode. Next episode we'll finally get into Flux, which would be very nice. And anyone's been watching my channel for a while, they'll know that I am a big fan of Flux. Although, no range. Okay, we're going to have to make a range upgrade. Let's do that before we leave. Good plan. So, range, one of these. Oh, we need 4, so that's 12 ender pearls. Might have enough. 1, 2, 3. Let's just see if we've got enough. Looks like we do. Oh, we can make the upgrades apparently. Upgrade. Ooh. No idea what this is going to do to our power needs. Whoa, that's quite a lot of power we're using right there. Ah, well, that's fine. You are gonna make some more. Oh no, you're not. Okay. You need some. There we go. Ah, okay. Need some gold stuff. Why does it say? Oh, something has gone very weird with this. Interesting. Also, why are we using this when we can use this? Why does that look different? Oh, because JEI synchronized two-way. Perfect. So now we can make some range upgrades. 4 range upgrades. What's that done to the power? Oh, not much, not much. Oh, good to know. But that should mean if we're a good way out over here, yeah. Wonder if it gets all the way to the edge of our base. No, that's fine. We could actually grab the transmitter and put it right in the middle. What have we got right in the middle? I think it's lapis, right? Lapis is right in the middle. Yeah, we could put it right here. That would probably cover our entire base. Yes. Right, anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.